Remnant had a pretty big bulk of content since the get-go. And honestly, to add more content from there is still pretty fucking huge, even if it is almost a year after release date. So let's start this off by talking about the more recent DLC, Subject 2923. For starters, to get this DLC, you need to start a new campaign in your missions menu. And this means new enemies, new areas, new plot, which is pretty damn fun. Just remember, even with the DLC, patches don't fix the glitches. Some of the new enemies with this do frost damage, and it just leaves your screen like this until you fucking die, or you hit a crystal. Another addition aside from the plot, they added new game modes such as survival, and I really enjoyed the survival mode. I'm a huge fan of this. You start off with nothing. You buy what you can, you head out and you fight the hordes. It's nice to use mods and weapons and armor that you haven't really used before. You can also get glowing fragments from this mode. This just changes cosmetics for armor and weapons. Nothing super huge, unless you just want some badass looking shit. I do think Subject 2923 adds the perfect amount of extra story to the game, because even though you can crush through the DLC, Remnant always has replayability. And even if you only play through it once, it's so worth it just for the boss fight. It's so satisfying and fucking hard. Now Swamps of Courses DLC, that's a whole nother goddamn animal. You can only access this through adventure mode. And honestly, this DLC just has you running around doing the stupidest fucking shit. Like, I just happened to turn a corner and see a red beetle, and I was like, oh shit, I should shoot that. And I was like, oh good, an item. What? There's also a place that you get a rusty amulet, and you need to bathe in corrosive poison? What? Then you use that amulet that turned into a key to open a door so you can get some random items? What? Also, some of these small courses runs can be very short. They all end on the butcher. So if you hit the butcher, just restart your run. Is that I can hear it. Is that my cold spear? Some of the boss fights of this are just as wild as some of the random item missions. So get fucking ready. And that was my 10th try. Wait, I hear it. That's my cold spear again. Another hard ass boss. That's my fucking cold spear again. What the fuck? These adventure runs might feel short, but there's so much replayability within them. You have to basically beat the queen, aka the boss, to even get the final armor. And to do that, you need to find a pillar 3 different times. So again, replayability. I would say, if you're very much into grinding, and you're into the RPG skill set, you should definitely fuck with this game. If you're new to the game, definitely just buy the whole set. It'll be cheaper for you in the long run, and you'll be able to get all your weapons and armor and new items. Either way, I highly recommend the DLC. Remnant is free on Game Pass, the DLCs are not. So if you're debating on getting the entire game and the complete edition, you probably should. It's worth your time and price.